My name is Celia Gonzalez, and I'm here to talk to you today about the pros and cons of going to community college. So you've decided to attend community college. Great. Any form of education is very important. In today's job market, employers are looking for people with employability, which means that you have a college education in a subject that actually will help their company grow. You're probably asking yourselves at this moment, what makes me such an expert at community college attendance? Well, I'm a financial aid officer. I'm also a community college, or I'm actually a junior college attendant, so I'm actually a student. And I have two children that are in college right now also. Community colleges have been around since the beginning of the 20th century. They started in 1862 when the Merrill Act passed. Basically, that was the agricultural and mechanical arts for the Morrill Act. It's often referred to as the Land Grant Act. It was expanded to access public higher education, reaching people who were currently students and those that were excluded from higher education. So basically it gave lower income students the ability to get a higher education where none was available at a much lesser cost than, say, a larger university. With that said, I would like to point out the many advantages of community college. When attending community college, you're usually offered a variety of courses to fit your career goal. Many community colleges offer what's called the BOG waiver. It's a Board of Governors waiver. Basically what that does is for people who are income qualified, it'll lower your fees so that you're only paying for the health fee and you're only paying for your books. Now, books, when you go to community college, are not like a private university. Books are not included. So for, say, a book like this, the Quick Access Reference Guide for Writers, you're probably going to end up paying upwards of about $76. If you don't pay for this book, you're going to end up renting it. And renting it's usually another option to go with. Books like this, hardback books, are going to cost you probably about $150 if you buy them. But like I said, renting can always be a cheaper aspect to go. The only fee for community colleges is usually the unit fee. Unit fees are usually per unit, and if you don't qualify for financial aid, that's usually about $32 a unit in most community colleges. Now, if you are lucky enough to get a class in a community college, then what's going to happen is you're going to be sitting in a classroom full of about 60 students. Now, with 60 students, you're going to be not getting one-on-one attention, but you will have the advantage of having a much larger group to help you when it comes to discussing things in class, breaking off into groups, hopefully gaining some status with those groups as a group leader, maybe leading them to make a much better presentation in class, or maybe you're going to be just one of the helpers, just somebody that gives ideas, somebody that generates ideas and formulates them and helps them in a group setting. That's always a plus in a community college setting. Some negatives is that maybe you won't get all of the classes that you need right away. Not to say that you're not going to, but you might not get the classes you need, like English, math, history, some of the basic classes. Some of the more standard classes are electives, arts, languages, things like that. Those are the classes that you're going to be offered, and those are the classes that are actually going to have a lower attendance rate because the influx of high school students into the community colleges at this point, and older adults because of the lack of jobs right now, has increased. And because of that, you're going to have to fight a little bit harder to get your classes. Now, this might mean that you're going to have to sit in class on the first day and wait and see if everybody shows up for it. Fortunately, most high school students, when they go to community college, do not sit in the class right away. So you might actually have an opening. You might actually get into that class. It takes tenacity, and that's something that most adults have, is tenacity. We want to get an education. We want to get our degree. And in order for that to happen, we're going to have to put up with some of that and sit in the class and wait and see if we get chosen, which is fine. In most community colleges, the only really upside thing that I can say about it is that it is cheaper. It might take you a little bit longer, might take you 3 years or 4 years to get an associate's degree, but most of the classes from community colleges are transferable to a higher university. So that makes it more pleasing for an adult, more pleasing for a high school student, knowing that they can transfer into another university. So basically, in essence, what I'm saying is the choice is yours. If community college seems like the way for you to go, then by all means, I suggest that you go that route. Apply for financial aid, apply for the BOG waiver, apply for as much free money as you can, scholarships, grants, anything you can get your hands on. The web is completely full of things. Financial aid means great people. It means good money. And most of all, it means a much more feasible way to go to college. Thank you.